All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to more DayZ. My name is Raven from the Sky. That same stupid noise coming out here. I feel like if it was a player, he would have already... See, sometimes when they run, the runners make that noise. I feel like if it was a player, he would have already shot at me, or he would have rushed the house or anything. The end of the last video. So we're just gonna keep on keeping on. It might just be random, because see, you get random ambient sounds like when the bushes will make noises, just like in real life. You know, wind whips the bush, you'll hear it. You know, you get random ambient or random sounds, and they can play tricks on you, cause all types of anxiety because of your PvP. Once you hear noise, you know that could be life or death. It's like you hear noise, and then next thing you know, you're dead. Just that quick. Yep. Because he saw you and you're sitting there like, huh? Where'd it come from? Where, who, what, when, why, and how? And he done blew the back of your head off. While you sitting there trying to figure out where he is. Like I was last video, that noise, and I ran out. That's why I kept running full speed around the house. That way I'm harder to hit if he tries to shoot. But it might have just been, you know, like I said, random noises. Because players make, see these footsteps, they sound like this, and they didn't, to be honest. But it's like, once you hear noise, like, what? You like jump to what the heck? Because you don't want to be too lax. You can be too lax, you get taken out. It's just that simple. Now, as you see, I eat, move, and survive. I don't really care too much for PvP. I'm not like, yes, I'm looking for loot, but I'm not like going, my main purpose isn't to spawn and instantly go after players, no matter what. If I just got a freaking rock, you know, that's like a hardcore PvP player, and that's fine. That's your playstyle, but it's not mine. But at the same time, I'm not opposed to it. I just try to avoid it, but I'm not opposed to it. There's a difference. Someone who doesn't like it altogether, and no, because push will come to shove, and the only reason to get good at it is to push back. All right, and by you doing that, even though if you're emulating my play style, it's few and far in between, but still those few matches, it's just, you're gonna get good. All right, eventually you're gonna get used to it. You're gonna encounter different play styles and different strategies, different weapons. You'll know how to deal with different opponents, how to deal with a turtle player versus a rush down player, things like that. Or how to deal with a strategist, an all-around player. By you getting into PvP, you're going to learn that versus just outright avoiding it all the time. And someone told me in the comment section, like, you're not going to get good at it, Raven, unless you, and that's exactly, and you're 100% correct, which is why I'm no longer opposed to it. I'll avoid it if I can. But if not, now if I get the jump on them, I'm going to take the opportunity. Oh well, because if the opportunity get the jump on me, they're going to take it. So what's fair is fair to me. That's someone's fireplace. So I don't look at it as, oh, that's a coward. No, it isn't coward, because this game is survival of the fittest. You need to be alert at all times. And that, granted, you can't see behind you. I know that. That's the one place you cannot see. You cannot see behind you. You do not have 360-degree vision, but you can be alert for the most part. You can be aware of the sounds around you. I recommend playing with headphones. Who the heck doesn't play with headphones in 2024? I don't know. I mean, yes, playing solo, you should play with headphones. Yes, that's right. Not just Call of Duty or Halo or Fortnite or a multiplayer game or playing with your friends, family. I recommend. God darn it, man. I recommend wearing headphones now, like this. That way you can sound hoard when somebody runs up on you. Okay. You want to lock the door, fine. That's fine. I'm gonna keep going. Like I said, oh, the front door's open though. Oh, well, shoot, we've come too far. I'm not pressed to go in there. Why? Because I already have what I'm looking for, minus the 357. There's a strong chance the 357 is not in there. Maybe some more shotgun ammo. Sure. But I can always find more shotgun ammo in like houses and things like that. It's not shotgun ammo isn't exclusive. Is not exclusive, I'm saying, to police stations. However, there's a strong that's one of the strong spawn points. That's a popular spawn point for it, but it's not an exclusive spawn point. So I can keep it moving. Right? I'm not so desperate. I'm not running around with just one bullet. We're good. I got enough ammo to where I can hold my own in a close quarters gunfight. And he's going to lose. With the Vega, there ain't no way. I'm playing in like the American servers too, so ain't no issue with. Because sometimes when I was playing on the European servers, sometimes when you play on servers with different countries, the connection, they might lag, you might lag, or my connection's fine, they might lag, and it may give them an unfair advantage. Because then the game, like I said before, in one of the other videos, essentially the server is playing catch up. So on his screen, you're dead. But on your screen, you're still alive, and then all of a sudden, you just drop dead. Or he's skipping. He's not lagging, but on his screen, he's skipping all over the place. Which is why, sometimes that can be a problem playing with people across the world. Is like that, the connection can get janky. And you're skipping all over the place, and that's unfair to him, and vice versa. It happens to you. You're like, what the? You're gonna have to time your shots to catch him. That way it kind of synchronizes when the server plays catch up, and you successfully win that gunfight. All right. However, you more likely may be unsuccessful if they're lagging all over the place. That's what sucks. Now this is a pretty low populated server. There's only 13 people in here, but I'm gonna keep saying it. As I always say, that don't mean you're not gonna encounter one of the 13. So be alert. It's like that's what I heard them sounds back there. I was like, what the heck? I like to run full speed. That also keeps you kind of warm, moving around. We got on a t-shirt now. I need to find a freaking repair kit, leather repair kit, and I need to find like a sewing kit to repair my clothes. That's another almost another necessity. I want to say at least one, so you can repair your clothing. That way, that keeps your insulation up. Your insulation drops when your clothing get worn out. And it makes perfect sense. That's realistic. Like if you had holes in your pants, your legs are going to get cold if you walk out in 30-degree weather. Doesn't matter if they're insulated. If you have insulated clothes on, but they're ripped to shreds, you're going to get cold. So it makes perfect sense why that's like that. I'm not objective to that at all. I don't object to it at all. I mean, it makes perfect sense. That's exactly why it's like that. Or if you found something worn, badly damaged, just say bad insulation, but you repaired it, it'll go back up to like medium to best or whatever the stat normally is. But yeah, so you definitely want to stay warm. All right, why do you want to stay warm? You want to stay warm because that's going to keep your cores low. Your cores. I'm sorry. That's going to keep your warmth medium to high. Keep it in the white average range, room temperature, and that's going to keep your food and water from draining too quick. Check that out. I see the soldiers there, but I don't see that the. Usually there'd be like a convoy. Like what do they say? Like an event? I forgot what they called it. Scenario. I see the soldiers there, but I don't see like the burnt out Humvees. Cause that's a chance that we might find some good loot. And the other time it would just sit there and you wouldn't really find anything. At least I wouldn't. Then they updated it to where those scenarios are going to be more realistic, where you're going to find items. But it's going to be like zombies around that area. Like if they all crashed and died and turned. So it makes sense, rather than just be, oh, it's nothing there, but it's a loot for you to take. That's too easy. Remember they switched that like a year or two ago. They put that into the ecosystem. But yeah, keep your food and water from draining too much. Because if you ever wonder why when you first spawn in, you're a fresh spawn, why it seems like your character's constantly hungry and thirsty. More so constantly hungry after you just ate. That's why, it's because you're freezing. It takes calories to keep your character warm. You're going to burn calories trying to stay warm, and you're burning calories sprinting to the next town looking around for food. Alright? So, with that said, find a pea coat, a hoodie, hiking jacket, quilted jacket, anything to try to keep you warm. Build a fire to get the heat buff. That's what I should have done back up at the town there, but I'll manage. I might build one here just and sit and chill for a little bit just to get the heat buff, and then keep it moving. Cause we got on a darn t-shirt. I feel like it gets colder the farther we move into the map, because it seems like it gets really windy when you're closer to the airfield. It's a lot more open and it gets like really windy. So what I might do, I might make a fireplace in this house here. Just get the heat buff. Darn player, somebody gonna probably see it. Firewood, that's what we want. Oh my god, the combat knife is almost ruined. It's almost ruined. Alright, so what we're gonna do, craft a fireplace. Oh, they added some sounds. Some woodworking sounds. I didn't notice that, to be honest. As long as I've been playing this game, didn't really never notice that. Okay, so. Oh, and you can craft, I don't know if you can, you used to be able to craft bow and arrows back in the day. From a long stick, and I think a rope. I completely, when I said, man, you should be able to craft bows and arrows in that video, I completely forgot you could back in the day, but I don't know if they took it out for consoles or what. I don't know if they added it back, but I do know you can craft better bows. Better arrows, I mean. You just need feathers. Feathers in the stick. And then you can find, like, metal ones at the castle. So you can't get better ones. So I was unsure. I was like, wait, maybe they should do this and do that. They already have. I just haven't discovered it yet. But I did discover it on the YouTube video. Good old friend YouTube, right? Alright, so what I'm going to do, take this out. We're just going to chill out by the fire. Well, let me clear it first. Jacket. We got tracksuit jacket. It's clear. Alright, this is what I want to do. I want to clear it out first. Alright, let's hurry up and get this darn heat buff. Sit up. Because somebody's going to see that fire coming from that chimney. And they look at that as, oh, free loot. There's somebody there. And they'll beeline it straight to this house. Takes a little bit, takes a grip to get this darn heat buff, but we don't have a choice. So at this instance, I'm going to have to risk it for the biscuit. I'm just getting laser through that darn window. But I haven't really tested it. I don't know if the heat index, does it reach up there to the room? If so, then I could just hide in the room and get the heat buff that way and not really be exposed right here. Unless I'm cooking. That's the only thing you'd be exposed to, that open out there. That open window and whoever's over there if you're cooking. Not a care in the world. That's why you can't let your guard down, ladies and gents. That's why I keep looking back. I keep doing that just to try to catch him before he catch me. Only thing is, we're gonna waste like a couple seconds getting up. You can't like see. They need to make it so where you can shoot from that position. What's stopping? Why do I have to get all the way up into the shoot tactical stance when actuality I could just turn and aim the gun while sitting? They want to make it like less accurate. Sure, that's fine. You want like a trade-off, right? For easy aiming, it's like a trade-off, but you're less accurate because you're not in like the proper stance, and that's fine. I can live with that, but you still should be able to aim over your shoulder. The reason, because you could do it for real. You ever play? You can aim as wherever your body allows. Just be prepared to feel that recoil, right? You should be able to aim right over your shoulder. Bam! If he's in that window. That's enough range too. This Vega would chew him up. But I digress. Cornell. There we go. Alright, let's get on the road. I ain't trying to stay here any longer than I have to. Let's head up through the woods. That heat buff is going to keep you warm. I think it's 10 minutes, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I think I've never really timed it. I think it's 10 minutes. I know it's at least 5. But I think it's longer than that. It should be longer than that. Take 5 minutes to get from... Seem like from there to there. Almost. There to up there. That ain't no distance, man. Shoot. I remember it was that town way back on that server. He had like a gate built. I didn't even know you could build like big gates like that. Had that town blocked off. I don't know if he was making a colony or what. Dude, but I ain't never seen that. Somebody built like a giant fence. To fence off the town. Ain't that something? We definitely need that. Because that combat knife is on. Oh! Shh. Really don't feel like it, dude. Really don't feel like it. Strategy. My clothes is already ruined enough, so I really don't feel like it. So look how that filled up. Dang, line, he did a lot more. Used to didn't be that much. Seems like it's getting harder and harder. But that's fine. There's always ways to weasel around. Always. There's always a way. Alright, so where did I leave off? After you get warm, right? After you get some warmth, you build a fireplace, as you saw me do. You craft a knife, which can be crafted out of bone from animals or human. Or if you find a stone, you can craft a stone knife. You definitely need a knife if you don't find nothing else. You at least need a knife to make a fire, to hunt your food. You know, if you're doing that way, it's easy to be vegan. In this game, you don't have to chase or hunt or find a weapon to kill and make all that noise. You can just forage from the trees. You can find seeds and plant, and the food grows in abundance. Nature that's the beautiful thing about nature. Even in the end game, man, it just provides, man, more than enough. You get more than enough food. You plant all them seeds, especially you got a good, man, that's heaven. You got a good rain, and you plant that whole garden of seed. I saw that episode. I planted that whole garden, a ton of food, especially tomatoes. I feel like they yield the most abundance. Man, you want to, definitely want to get your food up. The best thing is fresh food. Cobbling around, trying to find canned foods, to me isn't effective. However, it will get you from city to city, give you enough energy to get you from city to city. But long term, it's not effective. You're going to wind up starving. Now, you can nibble off of it to give you, to make it, to ration it out and make it go further. You want to stretch things. That's true. You want to stretch things in a survival game, especially if you don't know where stuff spawn at, how often. Like, I know that stuff. I don't necessarily know how often, but I know where things spawn for the most part. I don't know where every single piece spawns, but some of the stuff I'm looking for, I know where it spawns. And I know where the high concentration of spawning is. But more likely, if you're a DayZ noob, you don't know that. You're kind of fumbling around, cobbling around, trying to figure out how to play. Maybe you've seen a couple YouTube videos, and in that case, you should know how to play by now. You should at least know the absolute basics, which is what I try to teach every video, because I got curious kittens watching the channel more so than returning subs. I got more curious kittens watching the video. Put it that way. And they're probably wondering, well, what's this? How do I play this? The other half of them are just, they're DayZ fans, DayZ veterans alike, and they're just watching to see how I play. Thanks for watching, by the way. Keep showing the love, and I keep cranking them out. All right. I thoroughly enjoy this game. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world, man. And I think you should play this too if you're watching this. If you're wondering, is this game good? Should I get into? Yes. Now we all have our own personal preferences, and if you don't like it, then I'm sorry about that. But most people who play this game don't turn back, and by that I say they lock it in. They don't get rid of it. They play other games, but they always come back to DayZ. Even if they like take a year or two off. Like, man, I feel like playing DayZ. Get on and see how much the game has changed. If they haven't been keeping up with like the updates and patches, let's see how much the game has changed. How different it feels. Things that's been tweaked and nerfed and buffed. But yeah, got your food. Alright, so next. You want to after food, got your food, the weapons. There we go. Mine went blank there for a second. Weapons. Boom, the Vega. You guys saw my route. Basically, the Vega, from my experience, spawns at like military bases. Very seldomly I've seen it at a police station, but it's usually military bases. Maybe a hunting shop, but it's usually the military bases or the military checkpoints. That's been the burned down Humvees and stuff like that. Usually that is where you'll find weapons. Yes, weapons, but you'll usually find the Vega, but you also find weapons. Other weapons of like the what's that? The FAMAS. It's called something else in this game. Or the Lamaz, whatever they call it in this darn game. You'll find that. You'll find the Vega. You'll find the drum magazine for it. So if you plan on getting this, do what I did. Keep the drum, collect as much ammo to fill the drum up. Then once you go to a military base, look for the Vega. Coast is clear. I wish there was some cargo pants in there. Sometimes you'll luck up there'd be cargo pants in the garage. Oh shoot. That's too much of a darn group. Sometimes they be chasing that pig. The pig over there. Oh my God, of course. Alright, after you get your weapons, hopefully you got some melee. See, what I do, you want to use melee to your advantage. And by that, what I mean is, if you can trap them into a stun, like when you start a power hit and him fly back like that, that's a stun. If you can continuously chain power hits like that, you'll deal with him fairly quickly. And that goes for players too. You stun lock him, you now have developed unfair advantage, and more likely you will win because he's too stunned. His character keeps bouncing back and forth between you and the wall. Oh! It's a wrap. It is a wrap. Oh. The hip pack. Bandage. Seeds. I don't really care for this. I got room? Oh, that's right. I have the pouch. If I didn't have that pouch, we wouldn't be able to carry that nothing else. Oh. Alright, see what I mean? Shotgun shells are not exclusive to the police station. You draw it faster. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like you draw it faster in the chest holster. That's exactly what I was looking for. And I spoke you into existence, man, that chest holster. So how I remember the green and yellow houses. It seemed like they got rare. I felt like I was finding them quicker before the updates. And it seemed like they got rarer or something like that. I don't know how to explain it, but it just seems like it did. All right? I think I'm gonna go to this house over here and just chill out. Build a garden. And conclude this episode. God, man, I'm telling you, dude. Stun lock. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Got no brass knuckles. When that, I don't really want to ruin that knife. That knife is detrimental for making like a fireplace and things like that. So I don't really want to ruin that. But I'm taking up all my slots. Look at that. A grenade. Grenade is for like a squad, or if I'm facing the turtle player. So that's what I was talking about. You learn how people play by engaging in PvP, and you know, looking at YouTube videos and looking at the type of players they engage based off of, you know, based off of their PvP experience. The more likely you're going to encounter the same player. People only play, it's so different. Mainly play similar, but they're only going to play but so different. So there's that. Playing a freaking garden. Getting tomatoes. Zucchini. Water it. Get it started. Boom. Okay. I remember that's back there. Normally I plant stuff in that garden at the beginning over there, but there's too many zombies over there. I really don't feel like dealing with the BS. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like and subscribe to the channel and see if we grow. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.